Today's a big day.
I want to go on a rant too, real quick.
Are you gonna rant?
Oh, just a hair.
He's gonna rant.
Ready?
We don't rant for an intro.
On this episode of the Big Family Homestead, we're going to show you how to screw up
That I'm good at. That I'm really good at.
metal with power tools.
Hey, by the way, Milwaukee representatives, pay attention.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to go on a rant. Milwaukee tool, come on. What's the deal? We've been using these tools building this barn. Why no sponsorship? Get with the program.
Right now, Homesteader Bob is talking to the people we got our lumber from. We're supposed to include the screws for the roof, but they're not here.
All right. Right, that's what I thought. All right, we'll keep on.
No screws. Okay, you haven't seen the screws for the roofing tin, have you?
I looked yesterday too, and I couldn't find them anywhere.
Yeah, that might be a problem in putting the tin on.
Yeah, that means it doesn't happen.
Yeah, let's keep looking. Hey, Caleb,
Go ahead and run it.
have you seen the roofing screws?
Be careful.
Trying to stand on a board that's,
Okay, so this stuff is going to be for up on the very top of it's a ridge cap?
Yeah, we're the ridge cap. Tips and tricks for today.
That's what I was hoping.
All
Share,
right.
man, share.
There's a couple ways you can do it. When you're putting the metal up, there's a ridge cap that goes over it. In order to keep leaves and bugs and all that garbage out of there, they make a real expensive foam that goes along the edges, which is $7 a foot. The other thing we do is just buy some cheap plastic or metal screen, about 12 inches long, and tack it on both sides and just put the
That was
metal right up
$17
over.
as opposed to...
Yeah, $17 for the whole thing, and we just buy it 24 inches in length. We only need 12, so we're going to cut it in half. That way we use the whole roll and not waste it.
Fast, just like that, done. You see, yeah.
Work smarter, not harder.
There you go. All right, so these straight boards that are going right along here, that's where we're gonna nail the actual tin to, or not me, you're gonna, but what are those called?
Well, on the sides and on tops, those are referred to as purlins and girts. We just lay them down. That gives us 3.5 inches wide that we can actually screw to. We'll find the centers, and then we'll screw the tin right to it every 2 foot. That way it'll handle 5.5 feet of snow load without having to rake the roof off.
Nice. So we're doing the last one there, that's the edge, and then we can get started with the tin. Is that the
Yes.
plan?
Yes, and then there's some other tips and tricks with tin we'll share as we go along.
Woohoo! And I wore long sleeves even though it's gonna be super hot today because you said to. You said to.
Wearing pants and long sleeves is going to be a bonus, and gloves, because tin is just like a razor. What?
Those two, they argue like old women.
They are like old women,
They're just going at it.
or like an old married couple.
Yeah, but they're you know that they still like each other, but I
Yes.
think it's just banter.
Totally.
But I think it's scripted. Okay, you're gonna have to talk loud, but for you, I don't think that's a problem. Now, do you screw those screws into the ridges of the tin or the valleys?
All right, common misconception. When in the old days, when you use ring shank nails with lead shields, you put them on the ridges. That way it was less likely to leak. Nowadays, since we have screws with neoprene or rubber stoppers, you put them in the valleys down below.
Into the valleys.
And another thing that I always use is 1/4-inch screws, because in about 20 years, these rubber stoppers will start leaking. Then you go up to 5/16 screws, a little bit bigger. You pull the old ones out, put the new ones in, then you get another 20, 25 years.
Same hole.
Same hole.
That works.
Gotta make sure to wait till he says he's got it.
Yeah.
Or else it's a deadly flying razor is what he said. Flying razor, bad. All right, honey, so in terms of a virtual tour, you're standing right now in
Standing in the kitchen.
the kitchen, so
Where we'll process the milk and filter it and put it in jars and take it in the house. And
so then what happens over there?
here is milking, right here.
You're virtually milking right now.
Right here.
Gotta squeeze and pull, squeeze and pull.
There's no pulling, it's just squeezing.
You squeeze.
No,
No.
just
Putt shot.
All right, Prepsteader Bob, I saw that you guys, when you were up there, you kept edging.
Toenails hanging onto the board.
Yeah, you were just, the claws were hanging. No, you kept edging the tin a little bit this way and that. You would tell Pride, come up a little bit or down a little bit. And why is that?
Whenever you're building a building, it doesn't matter whether it's post and beam, ladder sections, whatever. As the higher you go, it always ends up with just even a 1/16 of an inch variance down here. Up at the top, it could be a 1/2 inch. And so what happens is as we're going along, we're trying to keep the edges straight and square.
Right.
But sometimes you got to move the panel up and down just a little bit. I don't want it to show on this lead edge because that's where everybody sees it. But you just move it around just a little bit to keep everything trued up as you're screwing
On
that
this
up.
side.
Yeah, down here on the lead edge, you're on the bottom edge.
That's what, okay, lead edge, got it.
Yeah,
got it,
you
got
don't
it.
want huge gaps because we're not going to do it here, but say out on the end, if you want to put gutters in there in a rain catchment system, you don't want them to be so far off that it's hard for the gutter. You want them pretty close. But sometimes you got to do that 1/16 or an 1/8 of an edge lead just to keep everything trued and squared up. It's all part of the fun.
All part of the fun. Now catch your breath.
Smile, Pride.
It's the last one.
Yay!
Hey, would you have ever thought that
Look at these sweaty faces.
it ain't the sweaty faces, it's gratitude. We're just, it's gonna make life a lot easier.
Oh, wait, pay up. I might work cheap, but I don't work free. There you go, sis.
And Pride,
Yeah,
thank you very much, man.
he's over there chilling.
That dude is up and down and up and down. And I think even today, we found out how to wear him out.
Yeah, right.
Just possibly. So we are extremely grateful. Thank you guys. Tell you what, people, learning to farm is hard work. And I'm not trying to make excuses for the people that work with computers like me and, recording studios and guitars and stuff like that. But this is a different kind of tired. You saw today, we got the tin completely done on the barn, but then we saw that there was going to be a thunderstorm, and we had gotten our hay delivered.
We got our hay delivered a few days ago. Well, no, 2 days ago. And if we didn't get it in the barn, it was gonna, or tarped, it was gonna get ruined, and that.
Well, it
this
degrades.
isn't cheap.
It degrades
Yeah,
fast.
Yeah. I mean, and yes, farmers leave their hay out in the field, but they're, you know, mashed up against each other, so the sides are not getting wet. But-
Wasting money.
Right, and it's, yeah, so we didn't have that option, so we wanted to keep our hay in the barn. It's easier for feeding and everything, so.
So hopefully,
done.
Pride will be happy with the fact that we filled up his tractor
Yes, with gas.
with gas, diesel.
No, sorry, diesel,
Don't
not
put gas in there.
No.
Yeah, but it took me a while to actually figure it out, which I actually Googled it and I watched some videos. I'm like, oh, there's your parking brake.
Done.
Oh, there's this.
Right.
And then at first I couldn't use the bucket, and Mama was like, oh, here it is. Click, click, click. And then the bucket
Was
worked. It
working.
was like locked.
Yeah.
But I mean, would you say about halfway through then I started really cooking?
Oh yeah, yeah. It takes some. There's a learning curve to it, but you got it within, you know, about halfway through. Yeah. Yeah.
So that cat, look at this cat. It's covered in sawdust.
She was rolling in the sawdust.
You are a goofy kitty. But that cat right there is a stone cold killer.
Yeah.
She is a perfect barn cat because she loves on you, and then she goes and eats something that should be dead in your barn.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we got a lot done today. Another huge thanks to Prep Setter Bob and Pride.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
I mean, you know, guys, I've said it before, but if you don't have good neighbors and you don't have community built around you, you need to reach out. Things are going to get weird. They're already getting weird.
You can't be an island. You can't be on your own little island. You have to have help. You have to have
Yep.
community. And I am truly blessed by our community right now.
Yeah.
Truly blessed.
So there it is. Hope you liked the video.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and just lay on the floor for like 7 or 10 hours
Right. Yeah.
in the air conditioning.
Yes.
Pride with Big Family Homestead.
I'm Krista.
You have an amazing and blessed day.